Guten Tag. It's me. I'm not your boy. And I'm certainly not coming at you. Unless you're my fiance, you know, but I don't have one of those. Yeah, it's taken me a bit of time to get to this video here, but
and you'll have a 10-win streak.
It's gonna be a bit of a beefy one, so let's just get into it. So, fighting Colleen. Now, I'll admit, I don't know much about Colleen. I was actually surprised to find out that she was Gil's little secretary girl toy back in Third Strike. You know, the little girl that appears... Well, not little girl, but the girl in the suit that appears before you fight him in Third Strike. So yeah, completely new to me, and for what I could tell, she's kind of a tricky pressure character. I'm judging that just gleaming from what I can on this matchup, as well as playing her a few times with Moose, which might not be accurate since Moose plays every character like a pressure character. I'm not sorry. Little overhead in the combo. Corner. Uh-oh. Yeah, there's that pressure. That looks like a good pressure tool. Clearly some kind of pressure game exists with this character. Clearly. I get hit with that sweep more times than I really want to admit in this match. But you'll see soon enough, won't you? That's not good. No, it's not good. It isn't. But that is good. My fireball beat hers.
Round 2.
You gonna show me something? Oh! Oh, look at that delicious meaty anti-air. Yeah. Simmer's so good. Didn't anti-air that one though. I think I barely managed to get that combo off. I just barely recognized that I had the good window to do it. I hope that was by accident, because I don't know why you would do the far fire, you know, the far projectile version of that. That just would have left you open. I don't know why I got Shoryupa there. Wake up, deeper, true Ken-emy. There's enough. I seem to be the one that's putting the pressure on this character too. Oof. As you can tell.
Round 1.
Alright. Game 2. Stay away from me. I've got fireballs. Another reason why I think Colleen is pressure based is because, if I remember right, her V trigger, I don't know if it's the one that the person currently has quit, but her V trigger basically allows for your stun gauge to go faster. So yeah, more damage puts you in stun, which equals more damage, and yeah. Don't need me to explain that one to you, huh? So far, though, I don't think this Colleen uses that, you know, that retreating into dash move very well. I mean, it's a nice little trick to use, but yeah, and she just used it there when she was basically full screen. I don't think that's a good idea, because you're not gonna reach far enough unless I dash forward in order to connect with that move. That's a good application of it, because I was jumping in and you could avoid the jump in, then get an immediate retaliation back, but doing it that far away just doesn't look like a good idea. And I'm not even just saying that because she's literally running straight into my fireballs. She does seem to know the importance of pressure, though. She's trying to get me into the corners, and it's not always working, admittedly. Oh, but there's a missed input on my end. Yeah, whenever you see me do a crouching heavy punch after chin breaker, that's me misinputting a DP. You went ice cold shit, no wonder me and my blazing feet didn't get it on. Ken, you're married. Cool it. But we lead up though. Oh, feels so good. Feels great. So naturally I lose it. What? No! You're not me! Dun 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 dun. I'm not gonna repeat that joke. I already did that in the last video. Alright, so yeah, another Ken-emy match. Think this guy's only just jump ins and wake up DPs? Yeah, I wish. Oh look, that misinput for me again. Good grief. Right, so now that we established that this Ken is kind of the real deal, as you can kind of see, I tend to get a little more careful during this game, which I don't really know if that was a good idea, but I thought it was at the time. Man, look at those combos. Yeah, I get way too desperate during this match because, well, oh my goodness, it's the first really good player I've seen in this that isn't a Smurf. I thought he was going to go for a faster variation of the Hadouken, and there's me doing a bad jump in, and I'm just getting torn apart here. Oh man. I definitely wanted to rewatch this match multiple times just because this is a pretty good Ken. I think there's one of my mistakes right there is that I go for, you know, medium kick and heavy kick. Alright, that was rough. So, let's see how this one goes. So far, not well. Yeah, and he uses the, I guess, tried and true for Street Fighter V, V-Skill, and V-Trigger 1. I don't know why I went for a light kick there when I should have went for a full combo. At least I could get that anti-air. But that didn't mean anything, that did it. I actually like how he used, how he's using V-Skill 1 and V-Trigger 1. Well, okay, he doesn't use V-Trigger 1, except for one time, but he does use V-Skill 1 quite a bit. And I stopped using it just because I didn't know how to use it. Do I use it as a pressure tool? Combo tool? I mean, you can use it for both, but it just always felt awkward to me, which is why I started using V-Trigger, V-Skill 1 and 2.
Round 2. Fight.
But yeah, this guy knows how to use it smart, although I'll be real, I don't really know how to defend it, so I'm more or less an idiot. It does look pretty good as a pressure tool, but I never could get it to work, but again, I'm an idiot. Yeah, by this point, I'm kind of just being as careful as I can, you know, when I'm not screwing up my combos like that. If I had a chance to actually win a round, I think this would have been a round. But yeah, this Ken is just so much better than me. I tried to get a download, I tried to slow the pace and be good, but I couldn't do it. I don't know why I couldn't do that. That's the one time I was able to read his throw because I figured that if he was going to do a heat rush, he was going to do a cheesy throw thing, but blocked it, but I still got Shoryuken out of the sky. And here we see the rare footage of a bunny bane in its natural habitat. Alright, so, yeah, that kid match, I got mollywalked, but hey, here's a birdie player. Birdie players aren't great, you know, except for Mana RD. Right? Right? Okay, jokes aside, I hope you guys enjoyed this match because this was actually a really good, well, this set I should say, because this was a really good set. Alright, so there's Birdie telling me to lie off the fireballs there, mate. I'm sorry to any of my British friends watching this. Yeah. So Birdie's a pretty grapple heavy character, and he's got long distance grapples like that, so zoning is a bit of a risky proposition against him, as you're about to find out. Yeah. It only reaches so far, but he's got that jumping grapple to really throw you off. And he's got projectiles. Before this match, I forgot he even had projectiles. And that's a very smart trick that this guy did, to use the low projectile to get me to jump into the anti-air grapple. I mean, that might be basic for birdie players, but I still think that was a pretty neat trick anyway. But there's me with that anti-air that time. Yeah. This guy got to be out of the air quite a bit, actually. Birdie sweep also has some pretty good range. I couldn't... Normally, if you block a sweep, you can counter back with a sweep of your own for a hard knockdown, but I couldn't get that time. Oh, look at that delicious combo. Oh, never mind. It didn't come out. I also didn't know that the fire at the start of his V-trigger was an anti-air. That's pretty dangerous. Oosh! Oh, mate, that's just in your head there.
Round one. Fight.
So what do we got this time, huh? Relying a lot on grapples, I see. Finally got that sweep counter. Get into the overhead and... yeah. After losing 3 matches straight, I'm kind of playing careful here because, let's be honest, I needed to play smart. Oh man. Neutral game to... save. Yet somehow I just stood there like a deer in headlights while I took that grapple. I mean, you can't anti-air those, but my reactions are never the best, are they? At least, thankfully, that long-range grapple can be blocked. I think around here, this is where I start getting the idea to try to bait out grapples. But then you take them to the wall. And sometimes you don't need to worry about baiting when you got someone's back to the wall. Part desperation, but also part trying to be smart. There's the grapple opportunity I was looking for. And I'm about to have my fun with you. Oh boy. Now it's a real match.
Final round.
Slow and steady does indeed win the race sometimes. And when you sometimes pick your spots, you know which one is the best when you look at it. But of course, sometimes you just need to know that you should really start to learn how to anti-air. And now, this party's about to get crazy. Oh boy. Oh, man. This is so satisfying whenever you just get them to the wall and you just combo them to death.
Round one. Fight.
to get him back into neutral, but I sure you can into a grapple. That's funny. Yeah. At this point, I think it's a good idea to sometimes just put the pressure on. After all, it worked. Now I'm starting to play actual Street Fighter. Because sometimes actual Street Fighter works. After all, if you fight an opponent you can't cheese or lay him out or anything like that, it's time to start using your brain. And my brain has been telling me to lay the pressure on this guy. Been buying me sweets, but... Oh! That's a habit I should stop doing myself, is to just throw repeated fireballs. Especially when they have a way to counter that fireball. That time I was trying to get a read on the grapple, though. And I got it! Neutral, 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 and we fight. I love these kind of pokey neutral games that you get sometimes. Because at this point, you just never know how it's going to go, and... Well, as you've seen, this match can kind of go either way. Managed to reach out there. Who would have thought that a battle of reach between Ken and Birdie could actually be a thing? Oh, look at that! Look at that! Can I get it? Can I get it? Oh, yes, I did! Haha! Why am I celebrating like I haven't done this? Oh. Uh-oh. So, of course, my greatest triumphs are offset by me looking like a fool immediately afterward. Oh, yeah. Just because I went in and tried to finish it a little bit quicker, I nearly lost. Oh, man. I'm just trying to get him to do anything. I should have anti-aired there, but I didn't. But that's cool. I managed to jump in and somehow not get torched by the V-trigger. And matches like that are why promotions like this can be so satisfying. Seriously, I actually like fighting that Birdie.